No, I think definitely in my philosophy maybe it's too early to talk about, let's say, for step forward, for targets or whatever. But for sure that Efes needs, like always, traditional one, long time experienced team in Euroleague. After last season with like playoffs team, with one top 8, very nice games with Real Madrid, we need that to keep that experience. And honestly, I expect maybe one step forward from another side. Maybe we need step-by-step working that at the moment I think something which we need more after injury of Krstić, let's say, we need a little bit more experience. That experience needs the time, needs the games. I think we have to go step by step, game per game. But look, definitely, I think very difficult to split the game now, defense office now, and that we when I choose the Brian and Alex. But I think that both of them, they are very athletical guys. That is the guys who is ready, let's say, to play one modern basketball at the open court. Great runners, great rebounders. Now with at the game 2-on-2, let's say, with Thomas, it is Ertel, it is exactly the players great for his creation. But like I said, we need the time. We are just now beginning of the 7th week. We have only 6 weeks when the team starts preseason preparation. Perimeter game, we have like first, Jason Granger, I think exactly the same thing like it was the last season Draper, but this guy is even younger, more athletical. He needs the time. He's possible to play one modern basketball. In that case, I think about him, great shooter. He needs a little bit maybe more consistency into his game. He needs the time. He needs, let's say, possible to improve his game. After that, about John Dibbler, he is one guy who is something, let's say, in comparison with the last season perimeter, let's say something between Matt Jennings and Stratos Perpero. He's the guy, let's say, a rookie in Euroleague, but the guy who is the great spot-up shooter, good defender, and really like rookie, I expect of them now in EuroLeague one very good balanced basketball. He's very coachable. Let's say he's one from one basketball family. His brother is coaches. His father is coach of the high school. It is the guy who is absolutely fully educated for basketball, and definitely I think the player who is for third season in Europe after playing for Lokomotiv Kuba and Derrick Brown is, let's say, one modern guy. Same thing with NBA experience, one guy. Let's say all around 3-4, maybe sometimes 4-5. The guy, great creator, good defensive players with big experience, and I think generally, if we can compare the last season team and let's say now with the new players at the moment, teams looks more physically tough. Athleticism is more very important today in modern basketball. From our first game in Limoges, we have to concentrate our targets in game per game. All groups is tough. I cannot say it is elimination phase. Each game is very important. In that case, I cannot make any difference now, let's say, between the strongest in so many years, Final Four team Olympiacos, or I don't know, maybe let's say Cedevita or any other team. Each game is very important. I expect, honestly, a more stronger EuroLeague than it was the last season, and in that case, we are working very, very hard, and my team definitely, with so many changes, which was not in my program, we need the time. In that case, we have to respect. I respect each opponent, but we are going game per game. But look, like Anadolu Efes is one traditional important team in Turkish basketball. What I said now in some interviews, I said, hey, through this team passed all the best coaches in Turkey, from Idari, and after that, all of them, maybe until now, let's say, and Ataman and Šarica from the national team. Šarica wasn't player. All the best players is coming from Academy of Anadolu Efes, let's say now. From Hido Turkoglu until now the last Chedi Osman or Korkmaz or Furkan or others. One of the important parts in my team is the young players, they grow it up, and we start working that individual part which we need with not enough time, by playing two games weekly, by playing the whole summer. Our all young players is let's say is in some national team selections, but I think that part, how young players grow it up, is, let's say, maybe one of very, very important keys for the success.